Welcome to the Site-65 podcast. We are currently in the breach shelter, and we are being bombarded by hails of gunfire and ravenous SCP noises outside. I am scared shitless, and this is the Site-65 podcast. Welcome. Keagan is here. Keagan is on his laptop in front of me. How are you, Keagan?
Mass hysteria. I'm doing great. It's pretty. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good.
Well, that's good. I am terrified. So, for those of you who may not be aware, the breach shelter is located just next to PW, and we are currently in it along with a couple other people. There's some techies sitting over on the couch over there. I think that's Carl standing in the corner. I'm not entirely
Yeah.
sure. He's just facing the
Better
wall.
fucking not be. Tired of
I don't
seeing
know.
him.
There's a chef making us food in the corner. It's kind of nice. But yeah, there's currently a Code 5 breach, and SCPs are running amok around the facility, and we got huddled into here. And I'm pretty sure you can hear the banging on the outside of the door. I believe that's 939 trying to get in. Thankfully, he can't. Well, I say can't. Hopefully, he can't. That remains to be seen. But for now, I'm just playing some Counter-Strike.
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
honest to God, I wasn't like much of a. I'm not really much of a gamer. I'm obviously playing a game right now on my laptop, but like I've just never really been much of one.
Oh, no, I completely understand that. I mean, who has time for video games these days? But it's one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like, it could run on my laptop and it's free, so might as well play it.
Yeah. I'm
You
currently
know,
watching security footage right now.
oh, what's happening?
Well, good old, hold on, what's his name? Oh, good old Dan Lawrence, guard Dan Lawrence, nice guy. Yeah, he's dead,
Oh, damn.
decapitated. Yeah, kind of sad. You know,
Uh,
it's crazy that I know he's decapitated because his head cam is facing towards his body.
that
So,
would be a sure sign.
076-2 is a crazy bitch.
Yeah. I had a weird interaction with 076-2.
Really?
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
entirely sure how this happened. So, as you know, I work as a Lyft driver part-time after work.
Oh, yeah.
There is a tattoo parlor in Pinewood. Would you like to guess who I picked up from the tattoo parlor?
Are you trying to tell me that SCP-096 departed from the site to go to a tattoo shop?
I'm sorry, did you say 096? I thought you said 076.
I meant 076. I misspoke. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I
I was
misspoke.
very confused for a second. No, if 096 showed up in my car, I would probably not be here right now.
And also very
Um,
confused.
yes, I would also be
A little bit of
extremely
confusion
confused.
before death.
Yeah, how did you manage to use an app and then I get torn to
Yeah,
pieces?
it's just, okay. If you ask him that up front, he gets really nervous and kills you fast. But maybe if you ask him something else, he might not be as nervous.
I could be like, "What do you want me to put on the radio?" And he'll just sit there sobbing.
Yeah, and then he'll kill you.
I mean, I've had worse passengers.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, 076-2 just got in my car. He says, "Foundation, please." And I just went, "Oh." He's like, "It's all right. CI's paying for it." And I went, "Okay." And I drove him to the front of the foundation where he got cuffed by guards and led back in. I was extremely confused, but he gave me a $20 tip, so I'm not gonna complain.
Better than most. Better than most
Dude,
passengers, honestly.
no one tips in Pinewood. Holy crap. It's literally like we're in the wilderness in Canada somewhere. There's
Yeah.
just like it's very hard to find a ride, and when you do get a ride, they don't tip. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have big signs in my car that say like, please tip, and they just get nervous and they're like, oh, if I don't tip, I'm gonna be like an asshole. But at the same time, I don't want to tip because this guy's just playing hard rock the entire time, and I don't listen to that music. Weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But you know,
yeah,
my
go
like
ahead.
personal. If I'm trying to think because I've had like a personal experience with SCP-076-2, and it was when I was doing my cross test with him in 999. Very
Ooh,
smooth cross test, I gotta say. E11 bitched obviously, but I had fun. So I took good old 999 to 076. No, I took a 999 to the cross test, not 076 chamber. It took us a while to get 076 out because he was really not wanting to come out. But I presented him an offer that he could literally not refuse. So, and yeah, he came
Was it
along, did it.
butchering a guard?
No, it was butchering a said D class that was
Oh, fair enough.
heft up on fentanyl and different kind of drugs.
You mentioned, we'll get to this in a second. You mentioned that during a recent, and now I haven't been on site for a bit, which is why we haven't really had time to do these podcasts. Sorry about that, folks. Just shit's been getting in the way, and we didn't have time. But I figured, we're stuck here in the breach shelter for a while. Might as well record. But anyways, you had mentioned to me in passing that 682 consumed fentanyl during a
Oh,
test.
I would have loved to have you there. So, Coral, you already know Coral. Very
Yes.
nice, sweetheart
Red
of a
hair.
person. Honest to God, yes. But at one point, we had an occurrence. 682 got into her medicine cabinet, and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
that's a little peculiar. She was talking about it in comms, and I said, "Hey, can I come on down and talk to 682 with you?" And she said, "Why not? Sure." And
Was she
I
giving
came
it
down.
therapy?
No, I mean, to be fair, we all need therapy down here. But
Yeah.
uh, I went down to my video camera, have a whole video log of it, and we were talking. And 682 is the first fucking time I have seen him inebriated, and it was
Ooh.
it was actually it was enticing. I was like, "There's no way. Like, is this a way we could stop him?" Yeah, he wasn't really violent. He was crying. I think he has some real bad emotional issues. Something probably about his father, but yeah, that's basically what happened the whole time. And then there was a portion where Coral told him if I sampled him, he could freely just kill me and she wouldn't do anything, which very weird coming from my superior at the time.
Yeah.
uh, Coral, if you're hearing this, don't worry about it. I've been threatened by a lot of people.
We should have Coral on the podcast at some point.
Oh yes, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. Um, it's funny, from a distance, I thought,
This guard's a fucking idiot. Oh no.
oh God, what happened?
Oh god. Yeah, okay, so a guard wanted to plan attack. They planned an attack, and then they kinda just left him for a second, and as soon as he went by himself, oh my god, man. 682 fucking barreled through him. There's nothing left. The camera's broken. That's how bad it was. Jesus fucking Christ, why am I laughing? Oh, shit! Oh
What?
my god. There's a lot of 049-2s.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Oh,
thankfully, they're easy to take down.
yeah.
They just kind of
Yeah.
wander.
They're so fucking
Um,
like, God, why does he make them like that? They have a bad
I
dad.
don't know.
This is
You'd think after a century, oh, not a century, you'd think after 5 centuries of looking for a cure, he would have perfected it to the point where he's not killing people. But
That's what I'm saying.
his logic is to him sound, but to us it makes absolutely no sense. We
Makes
don't
no sense.
understand what the hell
Oh,
he's
oh, it's
doing.
barreling towards people. It's dead. Damn, nice. I gotta say, man, I should talk the MTF or like mostly E11 a lot, but man, they
Understandable.
they they are nice shots.
I mean, they're nice shots. They're just, still E11. E11, if you're listening to this, that was a joke. I mean, in Minecraft.
If we keep using in Minecraft in the
Carl,
Foundation, they're gonna
stop
ban that.
staring at me. Okay? What do you want? Huh?
Seriously, fuck off. Damn.
He's just
Don't waste my
staring at me. He's been staring at me for 10 fucking minutes.
Don't worry about him.
I'm
If you give him
sorry. I'm
if you
sorry.
give him attention, he'll fucking focus more. I swear to
Look,
God, you're an anomaly, buddy. There's something wrong about you. Don't fucking smile at me.
no. Just ignore him. I've been trying to.
Oh
It
my
gets on my
God.
nerve. I hate the idea
Quiet,
of being
CI.
watched from behind. I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, CI's rating. Dude,
Oh,
wait, stop. We call them greenies all the time. They're not even green. They're gray. That's gray outfits. I'm appalled that we call them greenies with gray outfits.
you know,
Foundation.
I never thought about that.
As a representative of my department, as an executive researcher, I do say this is fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
I think I want to turn to that for a second. By the way, if you didn't notice, Carl disappeared.
Oh, of
Um
course he did.
yeah, I looked over and he's gone now. Little shocking, but I'm not surprised. Anyways, you in the brief times I've been away from site, you have jumped the ranks in research and become executive quite
Oh.
quickly.
Oh, I need to tell you, yeah, about the current things I've been working on. There's just so much to do, Tomato.
Excellent. Tell me.
Well, you already heard I went to GOC base. That was nice. Got to see a nice bird. Very nice bird. Didn't really like me very much. I mean, who does? But
I
very
enjoy you.
delightful. Thank you. But hold on, I'm thinking. All right. I was planning my next big tests, and obviously I'm doing the big one, the big soup, because why not? You
Yeah.
know, and with our good old friend 076-2, because we've never seen, his immune response. So I'm testing diseases on him.
Okay.
That's what I'm currently doing.
No, that's awesome. I think that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Oh yes. It's coming together quite nicely, honestly.
I
And
mean,
maybe
it's no
some other
feeding
things.
682 the Taco Bell menu, but
Oh yes.
I will always defend that test because people will look at me and say, "Why'd you do that? That's the stupidest test I've ever heard." And I'll say, "Oh yeah, I could just sample him for the 15th billionth time."
You know, I've always heard E11 go, that's a ridiculous test.
Keegan, you kind of cut out. You there, Keegan? Oh God, is 079 hacking?
Yeah, yes. Fucking asshole.
God damn
How did he get onto my lap? Oh, I have it plugged into the fucking outlet.
it! Unplug
Oh.
it. What, Keegan?
Don't worry, I don't have any internet on this laptop. It's a skip net laptop.
Okay,
And plus, I had to get some pre-precautions if he did that. So I think we might be okay. If we're
okay.
not, then
You
I have
scared
caused the
me.
entire veil to be unveiled. And if that has happened, you will see me dead in my office within 2 hours. Definitely
I
not
mean, let's be real. If this
ISD.
breach keeps going, we're all gonna be dead in 2 hours.
Oh yeah. That's the most interesting thing about this place that I really like. Everyone wants to go and work on a site that's peaceful, that's nice and put together, but I don't. I like the chaos. I like the idea that I may die in at least 2 minutes
I'm
sometimes.
sorry, rewinding. You said you liked chaos guards. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't say that. No, I hate
All right.
chaos. They wanted to kidnap me once, and then they tried to shoot me in the face, and then I had to, traumatology.
I'm just used to guns being pointed at me at this point.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Oh, that was
What?
just 106. I was like, what the hell was
Oh,
that?
did he wander by a camera?
Yes, that scared the fucking shit out of me, man. I don't like that thing. There are a lot of things that scare me down here, that really do, but there's only one thing that frightens me down here, and that's that fucking old man.
I still think we should hold a birthday party for him.
I, I'm tempted to agree due to how funny that would be, but also just everything I've seen of 106.
I
No,
just hate the noises. Like you walk by his containment cell, you just hear it creaking.
I
He's
hate to
just kind of
laugh.
wandering around in there. He walks down the halls, it makes that weird whoa, whoa, whoa sound.
I think, yeah, it's fucking off. I think the worst thing about him was during one of and daily breaches. He There was a D class who escaped. Very nice young man. D8967. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I miss that guy. I really do. And he was running away from something, and he said to me, "Scientist, we need to run." And I was like, what the fuck's wrong? What's happening? And right as he said that, man, the old man came a walking, and the way he grabbed, dude, the fucking scream when he grabbed his hip. He plunged his hand into, like, like where you're like, your like spleen is,
Yeah.
right there, right
Ugh.
through his body, and the scream of just agony.
Well, this got dark.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, hey,
And then again, we work in a foundation full of hostile monsters that want to kill us at any given minute. So
yeah. It's only natural that there's only nothing but awful stories to tell.
yeah, it would be. But you make a very valid point. Like, if we worked at a facility where there was just calmness and peace every time, every day, the job would not nearly be as entertaining as it is.
Oh no, there would be
I would
no
not. Yeah, I would
entertainment.
not be in research if the job was not as entertaining.
Oh no. See,
Even though I'm technically retired, so.
you
By the
know,
way, retirement is nice. Do you know
oh
how many
really?
rounds of golf I've played?
Oh, just like a U.S. president. You
Oh
see a
God.
tragedy and you go, watch this drive.
I remember that video. Oh,
Oh,
that's a great
George
video.
Bush. I remember that's George Bush.
Uh,
Oh,
man.
I,
But
I
no,
forgot to say earlier,
yeah.
if I may interrupt. With SCP-076-2999 cross test, we had a moment where MTF played devil's advocate, and I got stuck in one of the containments because I wanted a closer look with 0999 and to get him to be more compliant since he was bouncing off the goddamn walls at this point.
Yeah.
And one of them decided it would be absolutely hilarious to open the middle door where 076 was standing right behind.
Uh-oh.
Door was opened. I was obviously enraged. I mean, fuming even. I mean, come on. Like, it's a simple task to keep the middle door closed, gentlemen. We're all adults here. Where's the mistake in that? We know the buttons are labeled. Excuse me. Um, but 076-2 looked me right in the eyes. He knew at that moment he could just instantaneously pull me apart limb by limb. I'm right there on a
Hmm.
silver fucking platter. And he does nothing. I think he didn't want to do it in front of 999. He takes a liking to him actually. And 999 was hugging me at that point. So I think he just didn't want to because of that. Any other situation, I wouldn't be here right now.
I think that
I'd
explains the 999 tattoo he got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
I
really a
just
tattoo?
realized I never told you what the
Oh,
tattoo
I'm
was from
telling
earlier.
Friedheart about that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's got a little 999 on his shoulder now. It's adorable.
I gotta tell Abdul too. I gotta send him that.
How is Friedheart?
Oh, Friedheart, very nice chap. Very, very nice boss. I gotta say. Very nice guy.
Okay, but he's not listening to this. How do you really feel about him?
How do I really feel about him? Uh, Indifference. I mean, yes, he's my boss. He's a very nice chap, but indifference. Like, yes. Unfortunately, one day me and you will definitely be dead, but it was nice that we talked to each other.
Yeah. And then there's Halo. How's Halo doing?
Oh, Halo is a nice lady.
Yeah.
Always
Halo's
nice to
always
have a good
cool.
boss.
Halo was a oh god. Halo actually fired me from executive about 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back in the day. Back when I first switched sites. Halo was a site inspector. And
Oh,
I'll tell
what
this
a way to be
story.
demoted.
Yeah, so what ended up happening was I got pulled into a room one day and uh Dash 1 basically told me, "Hey, we need you to write up a document." Because at the time I was the best document, well, I still am. I'm the
Nice.
best
Well,
document writer. Um
that's
so
to
they
currently
pulled
be debated with the person you're currently talking with.
Yeah, that is true. I don't really write documents anymore. I'm just kind of there to
Yeah.
give guest lectures. Anyways, he pulled me into a room and there was guards everywhere. They said, "Listen, CI are coming. We need you to write a fake document that we can give to install them." And I said, "Sure." So 10 minutes later, I had a document in my hand. And I walked up to Dash 1 and I held it out to him. And he goes to take it. And I pull my hand back and I say, "So what's in this for me?" They did not like that. They took the document, I was dragged away, and promptly demoted.
Quite a befuddlement.
Yeah, and it was Halo who actually did the demotion, and then Halo obviously left the site for a while, and then came back and is working their way up in the ranks again.
Oh,
But yeah, it was kind of like a weird moment when Halo showed back up on site and they were like, "Yeah, I'm a senior researcher now," and I was executive at the time, so I'm like, "Oh, technically I'm your boss now."
yeah. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I never liked disciplining people. I only really did it if people were being, like being really stupid or breaking the rules to the point where like Foundation needed to step in. Because there's always going to be those researchers who are like, we bring them on site, we train them, and then they just act like idiots. They don't understand the powers that they have and that we're trying to control these things. So they just go out and act impulsively, and that's how you result in breaches. I'm pretty sure that's how this breach started in the first place. By the way, have you been watching the headcams?
Oh yeah, I've been watching right now. How did
Okay,
SCP-3115? Wait, is that which one is that? It's like this. It's a skeleton. How the fuck? No, no, no. It's
323?
no.
No, that's the deer.
That's a deer. No,
Yeah,
I wasn't
323 is.
talking about neither of those on this.
What are you talking about then?
There's a skeleton stealing. There's a skeleton stealing someone's body. Hey, hey! There's a fucking skeleton. What is that?
Is there a new SCP?
It's like a skeleton just draining someone's body. He's making a. That was a fucking awful pun. All right.
Huh.
All right, E11.
All
I'm gonna
right,
need you
well,
to
we're
go
gonna
to
have to
Sector
report that
D
afterwards.
personnel wing. Okay. I don't. That's fucking weird. I've never seen that on site. I've never. I've been here for like almost a year.
You've been here longer, haven't you?
Uh,
You
well,
transferred sites a little bit after I did.
oh yeah. It's a bit odd. I've I do get around. I've transferred sites, like a lot of sites. Funny enough, the first site I actually worked in was Site-9.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I remember
Lo-
those days.
Site-9. Oh man, to be an idiot teenager again. But and then I transferred to site, like I think it was 19, site 19 for or site 25. I forgot. Either or. Very nice place. That's actually where my brother worked until he became ethics committee. I don't know where he is now though. I don't know if he's transferred, but because I'm pretty sure site 9 has been lost as of late, so that is unfortunate. And then I transferred to site 50, where I met you, Monsher, and Von Braun. I don't know whatever
Mhm.
happened to him though.
Oh, Von Braun, dude, that's a name I haven't thought of in a long time.
He was a
He was a
good
good
man.
dude.
Good researcher. Though I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was a GOC spy. I'm pretty
Weren't
sure.
we all?
Uh,
I mean,
no.
nothing. Um,
Uh, but yes. So,
I'm gonna cut that from the episode.
but it was really an interesting time. Side 50. It was been my most unhinged years. I've killed the most people at Site 50. Most people.
I don't
I
know if
killed my
that's
first
something to
person
brag
there too.
about.
Oh, I killed my first person there too. That was a D8586. I think that
How
was
do you
his name.
remember these names?
I remember the ones
I
I
just point
killed.
to them and go, D class, come here. And then
Oh,
they wander over and then they get eaten by 6
I
because I
I
fed them
remember
cookies.
Tomato. I write down all their names. So
Why?
when I remember
It's like
that they're
morbid.
dead, yeah, exactly. When I remember that they're dead, I'm happy. They're
What?
dead.
That's
They're a resource, Tomato. No matter how much the ethics committee tries to tell you, they're a resource. They're already garbage human beings in the first place.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not
No,
gonna
Tomato.
doubt you, but dude,
Look,
that's messed up.
look, man, look. I remember all their names. Every like the one in the cams I'm seeing right now. D6687. Kill this motherfucker right now.
Uh,
I'm very sorry.
Neil,
I
you need to chill.
sorry. I'm sorry. I got a little upset. Yeah, but I don't have a very nice likening for D class,
I mean, fair enough. I
except for
mean,
Duke. If it's a man named Duke, very nice trustee. D3368, very nice man.
see, I don't really have memories of a lot of D class. Mostly because they just end up getting fed to 682. Um, I guess I see what you mean. Eventually, you start to
Yeah.
see them as just assets to the foundation and not
Like,
really, and kind of expendable. But you have to realize at the end of the day, they are technically human.
oh
I mean,
yes,
most of them are human. You have
everyone
the
who,
occasional
yeah,
type blue.
we're all really like human.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're all human, truly. I feel like I'm gonna start a Homelander speech now or something. But
I have
I
not
did.
watched The Boys.
Oh, it's so good, very good. It's kind of the same of what I see around here. So
I know.
blood and
I've
guts.
been told I would enjoy it, but I've just not gotten around to watching it. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of. It's hard to like. It's hard to watch fantasy shows and stuff like that when you work with actual monsters.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
I remember there's like debates online of who would win against Homelander, and I realized if Homelander was real, where we lived in some way. Oh, we would torture him forever. I'm saying we'd
Yeah,
have
he
him
would
locked
be
up
an
somewhere deep.
SCP.
He'd be tortured daily to see what makes him tick so we could kill him. I
But what
would
if
love
he
to hear
turns
that
out
sweet symphony.
what if it turns out he's like 682 and can't be killed?
That would be very unfortunate. We have a flying, laser eyeing, super strength, man baby of 682. That would be
I mean,
hilarious.
you basically described 682 minus the flying.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And that's
682
just
isn't that.
because we haven't dropped him from a high enough crane yet.
I say we throw him straight into space, straight light years away, if we can develop the technology by the time.
Look, we tried that before.
Oh, we have?
I also tried it with 096.
Oh
If you
yeah.
remember correctly, he came
I
crashing
was there
back to
for
Earth
that.
and blew up
Yeah.
half of Pinewood.
Oh, that was fucking. I mean, not rad. Though. That was very messed up. A lot of civilians
Yes.
died that day. Pretty funny. But what I did want to say is, Site 50 again. Me and you, we go way back. That was like how many
Yeah,
years ago?
like 4 or 5 at this point.
5. Yeah, damn. Time goes by. But that was like I said, that was the first time I killed somebody there, and you still have the head cam footage of it. I was walking down the hallway during a massive breach. A D class ran my way. He had a gun. Not which kind. But he was trying to kill me. I mean, obviously, I have my scar on my left shoulder still, and
See,
I turned
you're
around. Yeah,
okay. Continue.
I turned around with a Desert Eagle in my hand. I love those guns. Favorite gun. Very nice. And I shot him right in the fucking face. I didn't mean to. I was trying to. I was maybe gonna aim for like his like stomach or his shoulder. Eye for an eye, but no, killed him.
See, your story is a lot more like I don't know how to describe it other than like noble. Like some guy was charging you and you shot him in self defense. Like that at least makes sense. The first time I shot someone was just guard was like, "Hey, can you hold my shotgun for a second?" I said, "Sure." So I grabbed the shotgun trigger, went off, and I blew his head off.
Jesus Christ,
I
tomato.
wasn't paying attention. He just kind of like tossed the gun at me, and I was like, grab, and I just pulled the trigger on accident, and I got yelled at by a lot of people for that. And thankfully, the security camera footage actually saved my ass for that
Oh yeah,
because they were able to
you're
look at
right.
it and see that the trigger went off like like a millisecond after he tossed me the gun, so it was clearly an accident.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, I was not. I couldn't sleep for weeks after that. That was not fun.
I still can't look at D class the same. I've lost that. That's that D class was a throwaway. He was an idiot. He was trying to kill me. But there was one D class. There was one. He's just like Duke. That's why I'm very protective of Duke. His name was D1162. Very nice D class. Say hey. Same as the hole in the wall. Same number. Uh, I remember he always joked about that actually. Um, he was.
You let him keep his memory after you tested with him?
Oh yeah, the only D class I've ever done with, by the way. The
Oh,
only one. He was my number one test subject. He lived through every test. I'd say he was a nice young man. He was like 24. One day, it was a massive breach. Very awful. A lot of dead bodies. The classic thing around here. Just the classic same symphony.
yeah.
And I found him disemboweled and torn apart in the bathroom.
No.
So mauled. I couldn't even fucking recognize him. When I heard about the whole tattoo recognizing D class on their dead body bit, I honestly I thought that was just bullshit. I thought that was us joking around. Like that was like, I get it. Because if they explode, because of the dangerous stuff, whatever. It was real. It was true. That was the way to identify him.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It's just same old, same old.
I mean,
You
I
see it so many
guess.
times.
I don't know. Hey, by the way, have you checked the head cam? I haven't heard any like noises outside in a while.
Oh, it seems 049 is at the door. I'd
Okay.
like to let him in if you weren't currently violent.
Let's not.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a good idea.
nice guy though.
Oh, man.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
wearing a
Well,
fucking wacko.
it's been about a half hour. You
I
want to
think
call it
Site-62's
here and
coming
just
this way.
yeah. I'm gonna take a nap on one of these nice couches we have here
All
after
right.
I upload
I'll
the
wake you up
episode.
if we die.
Thank you, Keegan.
No problem. Always happy to help.
Well, so yeah, this has been the Site-65 podcast. Just a couple of closing remarks. You could find us on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcast, and these automatically get posted to Twitter. Use whatever social media you feel like to interact and comment and watch the show. We greatly appreciate your support. Sorry for the infrequent episodes. Shit's been going down, and the site's in chaos, and we just haven't had time. So we're gonna try to get back to some normality soon. But for those of you who have been asking where the podcast is, thank you, because that means that you're listening and you're watching and you're supporting the show. Yeah. So this has been the Site-65 podcast. Thank you, Keegan, for hosting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I've been your host, Robert Tomato Peterson. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Carl, stop staring at me.